Hi friends, I wanted to show you new fabrics I got recently. So this is called a cham roll or a cham quilting jelly roll, something like that. So basically these are 40 pieces. Each of them are like this is a 4.5 into 4.5 square. So this is a little bit more. I think they cut approximately 4.5 into 4.5 piece. So there are 40 pieces in this set, which I will be using to make quilts. So this is a solid one. I'm planning to make a frock out of it. This is another beautiful fabric. This is just 1 meter. I wanted to buy a few fabrics and see how I like them. This is a solid fabric which we can use for biasing or some detailing. These fabrics would be nice. So this is another fabric which I love. So all of these fabrics have been washed. So this is also, I plan to make a skirt or a top out of this. I've not really planned it out, but it will be a kids clothing. So again, some more solids to go with these colors. Some detailing I can add. So this is the one, and this is another fabric I have bought. It's a dim color. I was expecting a little more brighter colors. It does look quite bright in the picture, but it's little dim, but still I love the pattern. Yeah, so I have bought pre-cut fabrics like this. This is a 10 into 10 square. I bought this to make a Christmas quilt for my kid, but that never happened. And then some of them did not work out. You can see that I pre-wash all the fabrics so that there's no color bleeding, so I was not satisfied when some of the pieces were washed. But this is also another option that I have tried, but I have never made anything with it. This is the quilt I've been talking. So we plan to make a quilt with these pieces. So the plan was to have a interleaving pattern. And I had this done this applique for that purpose. That applique is made from this fabric. So this is a white cotton fabric, and these were the other pieces that were supposed to be there. So you can see I have cut out some of them, but some reason I have not pursued it. When I was doing this, I had a full-time job and I had a very small baby, so I couldn't continue this. But these are the pieces that I had cut few years back. These are the other fabrics that I want to go as pieces in this one. So if you can see, this would be a 6.5 inch square. That is how I have cut it, which means that I can have a 1.4 inch here seam allowance here, and a 1.4 inch seam allowance here, and this would make up for a 6 inch square. So that is how you plan your quilt. So each of these squares would be a 6 inch square. So I probably will make a combination of the 6 inch square and my 4 inch square that I showed before, and combine this in the quilt. So these are the other fabrics that I plan to use. You can see that I have used some of them to make a mask. I made 2 masks out of this fabric. This is a fat quartet. This is called a fat quartet. So I have made 2 masks out of this. So this is another beautiful fabric that I've got, and this is another piece. Yeah. So all of them are being pre-washed and kept ready for cutting and quilting, but it never happened. So this is another one. So yes, this is another beautiful fabric. Again, all of these are okay. So this is a separate fabric that I've got from a shop in my meeting. I will be putting this in the quilt, or I don't know, probably I'll make another baby dress out of this and my plant. So this is another beautiful fabric out of this. I might not use this, and I plan to use this as a bias binding for baby napkins or something, which I like. So you can see this is another fabric which I used to make mask, but this is another beautiful fabric. And this was a fabric that I got from my native, which I had used for as a quilt backing for a quilt for my daughter. I'll probably use it as a one piece in this quilt. That's the plan. So this is the fabric that you have already seen. So I had already cut few pieces of this. This was another fabric that I'm planning to use. I've already used up this fabric to make a mask because I thought it's suitable for kids. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to use this fabric. I need to see. So this is another fabric that I've already cut and placed. And this is the fabric that I had intended to be as a quilt backing. This I'm not sure I'll be using the same fabric. This is, I think, 58 inch fabric, so I might end up not using that and might stitch some dresses for kids with that. I'm not yet planned how to do it, but the idea is to finish this painting quilt top, which is a top design that is more important here. The rest I'll see how it comes. Yeah, so hopefully I'll plan to finish this quilt very soon, and probably I'll start today itself and finish this one. But before that I have to come up with a design. So that is my job for today. Most of the fabric that I showed in this video are from a Chennai based shop called the Square Inch. You can check for them in the Facebook. The quilt backing, which is this fabric, is from a shop called Material Girls. It is a shop by Shana Yazin, which is a Bombay based shop. I will try to put the links to these shops or the Facebook page link in the description. You can contact them. The approximate price of all these fabric are around 250 rupees per meter. That's the approximate cost, and you can see that I got them in different shapes and cuts, so the price varies accordingly. So here I have cut most of the fabrics and I have arranged in the order. So there are like 7 squares as width and 8 squares as length. So I have not yet decided if this is a final thing, but mostly this would be. Now I'll be packing up all this quilt and probably will start sewing tonight or tomorrow. And if you can see that I have put all the heart shapes in the inside. I had those many pieces with applique. Now I will think about some other design that I want to put on these white patches. That's what I'm planning. I'll come up with some plan. Yeah, so thank you for watching.